So much winning, so much winning. I don't even know what to do with all this winning for the common man. Trump announced the creation of the Strategic Crypto Reserve. And if you didn't know already, one of the biggest reasons where we find ourselves in 2025 is because of the current financial system. And that all our money is essentially called fiat money, wherein central banks have the power to just create money out of thin air. In fact, it's a loan. Every dollar that's printed is a loan that needs to be paid back. Did you ever wonder why there's such a big national debt in the trillions? Because every single dollar that's printed and put into circulation is actually a loan. And you had to pay that back to the dirty central banks that have printed the money for the last couple hundred years. And one way to combat this monopoly on our financial lives has been cryptocurrencies. And if you didn't know already, cryptocurrencies are digital stores of value, essentially like digital money. But the difference between cryptocurrencies and our current fiat money is that cryptocurrencies are all accounted for. Like Bitcoin, the most popular and the original cryptocurrency, has a limited supply of 21 million Bitcoins, and there never will be any more than that. So essentially, you can't inflate it more than the actual supply. While Trump was campaigning before he won the presidency, he definitely floated the idea of having a Bitcoin reserve. But from his Truth Social post, we learned that it's not just going to be all a Bitcoin reserve. It's going to be containing other cryptocurrencies like Ethereum, XRP, Cardano, and Solana. And just like that, as soon as that announcement hit, all these cryptocurrencies started surging. Bitcoin rose 10%, Ethereum rose 10%, XRP rose 33%, Solana jumped 25%, and Cardano jumped up 60%. I don't know about you guys, but if I had a 60% gain in one day, I'd be very happy. You're tuning into the 9/10 podcast, where possession is 9/10 of the law. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you're new here. It really helps me out.
Bitcoin, Ether, and other major cryptocurrencies this morning. Kind of seeing a pullback right now. Bitcoin pulling back about 2%. But today's actions coming after a weekend surge in crypto prices when President Trump announced the creation of a U.S. crypto strategic reserve, naming for the first time the digital assets that will be part of that reserve. Our Mackenzie Sagalos joins us now with much more in this story. Looking at the charts there, big jumps despite the pullback this morning. Mac, good morning. Good to see you.
Hey, good morning, Frank. So this new national crypto reserve will be comprised of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a trio of smaller and more volatile tokens, Solana, the Ripple-linked XRP, and Cardano. Now, President Trump called it a way to elevate the crypto industry after what he referred to as years of corrupt attacks during the Biden administration. The announcement builds on a January executive order that directed a working group to evaluate a national digital asset stockpile. But this new language, reserve instead of stockpile, could signal that the U.S. government is considering active accumulation of crypto assets rather than just holding seized tokens. Now, markets reacted instantly. Bitcoin and Ethereum both surging over 10%, and the smaller tokens included in the reserve rallying as much as 70%.
Wow.
Now attention turns to Friday's White House Crypto Summit, where investors will be looking for more details on how this reserve will be structured, whether this means actual government buying, and if the president plans to push this through without congressional approval.
A lot of questions there. We're going to get to that White House summit in just a second. But first, I want to talk to you about the crypto market. So big spike. We're just showing the charts and then a pullback this morning. Crypto does trade around the clock. I want to ask you about the future, though. What's the potential next catalyst when it comes to crypto? I think if you're a crypto enthusiast, you've got a lot of things you want. You got a supportive president, supportive policies. Now, this reserve. What could be the next step?
Well, the question is whether or not this change in language.
The next step is, of course, dismantling the old financial system and all the corruption involved in it. That not only is there to keep every regular Joe down, but to keep them poor.
Does indeed indicate that there will be a buying strategy involved. Now, you have Senator Cynthia Lummis of Wyoming, who's been closely working with the Trump team. She previously proposed a plan where the U.S. government would buy 1 million Bitcoin over the course of 5 years, hold on to that stash for at least 20 years. So at current prices, you're looking at just shy of $100 billion buying strategy of Bitcoin, and that doesn't account for appreciating price as the U.S. government piles in. And that's really the catalyst that a lot of people are waiting for. So they're excited to see the president move forward on this announcement that he would indeed start this Bitcoin reserve, but will he actually put resources behind purchasing crypto tokens?
Mac, we got to go, but I just want to, we're showing the viewers right now, and you can see it in front of you, aboard with the crypto stocks. They're moving higher despite the fact that crypto is pulling back. Generally, don't they kind of trade lockstep? Why are we seeing this divergence?
Well, I think that what you're seeing on Friday, this crypto summit that's being held, a lot of those founders will be there alongside David Sachs, the new White House crypto and AI czar, Bo Hines, who's convened this working group of a lot of these executives. They see this as a positive move. And so that is why you're seeing this divergence, that they're very bullish on potentially a buying strategy coming to fruition.
Yeah, let's look at strategy up over 11%. I think Robinhood was up about 8% or so. It was kind of showing it. Mackenzie Segalo, it's great to see you. Great reporting as always. Thank you.
We are learning more at this hour of President Donald Trump and the creation of a strategic crypto reserve. And I do want to put up this post on Truth Social of this, the latest from Truth Social from the president saying a U.S. crypto reserve will elevate this critical industry after years of corrupt attacks by the Biden administration, which is why my executive order on digital assets directed the presidential working group to move forward on crypto strategic reserve, including some very key cryptocurrencies. I will make sure the U.S. is the crypto capital of the world. We are making America great again. Also, a post right now from the Wall Street Journal saying crypto stocks, they surged after President Trump said he would move forward with a U.S. crypto strategic reserve that will include Bitcoin and Ethereum plus 3 smaller, somewhat riskier tokens. Also, a post on social media.
Riskier, huh? Ooh.
From David Sachs, of course, associated with this in a big way with President Trump, saying he's announced a strategic crypto reserve consisting of Bitcoin and other top cryptocurrencies. This is consistent with week 1 executive order. President Trump is keeping his promise to make the U.S. the, quote, crypto capital of the world. More
yes, USA,
More
USA.
information about this as they surged here on the Sunday. Bitcoin rose 10% to over $94,000 after dipping to a 3-month low under $80,000 on Friday. Ethereum, which has suffered some of the biggest losses in crypto year to date, gained 13 points. Trump is hosting the first White House crypto summit on Friday, and investors will be watching closely for more clues about the direction of the reserve plan. This is the first time Trump has specified his support for crypto reserve versus a stockpile. While the former assumes actively buying crypto in regular installments, a stockpile would simply not sell any of the crypto currently held by the government. So we're learning more and more about this. Trump's first introduced the idea of this Bitcoin stockpile, which he would, quote, keep 100% of all the Bitcoin the U.S. government currently holds or acquires into the future.
XRP. That right there, folks. I'll tell you all about it, but that's the one to look out for. I'm telling you right now. Please listen to me. XRP. Remember that one.
Bitcoin 2024 in Nashville, one of the industry's largest conferences where he began courting the crypto vote. After his re-election in November, the drumbeat for a strategic Bitcoin reserve grew louder, helping send the price of the flagship cryptocurrency to an all-time high. The momentum seemed to come to a halt after Trump issued his executive order on crypto in late January. It called for the president's working group on crypto to elevate the potential creation and maintenance of the national digital asset stockpile, potentially derived from the cryptocurrencies lawfully seized by by the federal government through the enforcement efforts, among other things. So,
and Donald Trump, not for the first time, injected a shot of life into cryptocurrencies over the weekend. It started not long after his inauguration with this.
Yeah, this is the crypto EO. We're going to be forming an internal working group to make to make America the world capital in crypto under your leadership.
Which is really going up, right?
Absolutely.
They didn't go up. Crypto prices sank from that point on. Bitcoin slumped almost 20%. Trump's Trump coin was down almost 70%. Then Friday night US time, Trump went to his social media platform Truth Social to say he's creating a US crypto reserve that includes Ripple, Solana, and Cardano.
Again, folks, in the Truth Social post, he names XRP as the first one, and I think there's a reason for that.
No, I will make sure the US is the crypto capital of the world, he wrote. No surprise, all those cryptos immediately went through the roof, safe in the knowledge the US government is about to start buying. Let's have a look here. You can see Ripple was up by 24%, Solana up by almost 18%. Then Trump returned to social media and said Bitcoin and Ethereum will also be at the heart of this reserve. I love Bitcoin and Ethereum, he wrote. So their prices, as a result, you can see up 10% each since that point.
What do you guys think about having a strategic crypto reserve? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's going to help us out anymore? Is it going to help the lives of the regular Joes like us? Do you really think, or is it just a big old scam and we shouldn't even be thinking about this? Please let me know in the comments.